Welcome to the Nuclear Energy Introduction. Today you will learn more about nuclear energy than you have ever known before. Nuclear energy, also known as nuclear power, atomic power, or atomic energy, is where the nucleus of an atom splits, or two nuclei combine to form a larger nucleus. Today we get nuclear energy from nuclear fission, when a nucleus splits in two, while the way to create atomic power by nuclear fusion, combining two nuclei, is still being researched. Nuclear energy, although usually publicly looked down upon, is a good source of electricity and has an extremely low pollution rate. There is a relatively low rate of failures and meltdowns that people mostly fear from these reactors. The giant pillars of smoke that the nuclear reactors have been known for are not dangerous, nor pollute the air, and are really giant piles of steam, which is basically water vapor. The waste generated from all the power plants in 1 year can fit in the back of a pickup truck. It generates much more power per square mile than coal, wind, solar, or any other power source. It is also more reliable than other energy sources, as wind turbines can halt to a stop from a cold spell, and many countries have sunlight less than 25% of the time. In addition, the main byproduct of nuclear energy, plutonium, can be used to fuel the reactor, meaning that the atomic power can power itself. These are positives of nuclear power and why we should use it. But if you'd like to learn more about the negatives of nuclear energy, click on Nuclear Energy Cons. Click on the link leading to the history of nuclear energy if you wish to learn about how atomic power has progressed. If you have already done these or simply wish not to, please click on the link to the nuclear energy closing. Although nuclear reactors themselves create lots of clean energy, several side effects that they cause are harming to the environment, the economy, and the health of people. To set up a nuclear reactor will take several years of planning and building before it can actually generate any power. It should also be known that in the process of building the plants, we are still using fossil fuels to create the power plant. We are taking several resources from the earth, which pollutes the air and harms construction workers and people in the area, as well as creating a large footprint for mining the materials. Nuclear power also creates a large footprint in the ground. Although the reactor itself does not take up much space, an entire power plant must be built around it, which could stretch out for miles. Other sources of energy, such as wind, must have smaller footprints in the ground. Wind turbines take up only the space of a 15-meter pole and are spread far apart from each other. Not only this, but the radioactive material has not always been known to stay within the reactor, and nuclear meltdowns with devastating results have been known to occur throughout history. When a reactor explodes, the effects go far beyond an explosion, which itself could kill a man. Nuclear fallout could poison innocent people from a small area to a large range, and even if people did not get killed from radioactive poisoning immediately, cancer could be an eventual cause. And not only this, but the nuclear waste created, such as plutonium, is not considered safe until it has naturally decayed. The rate of decay of radioactive material is measured in half-lives, the time it takes for the initial atoms to decay. And radioactive material has to go through at least 10 half-lives in order to be considered safe. Plutonium, the main byproduct of atomic power, has a half-life of 24,000 years, meaning that it is not safe until at least a quarter of a century after the plutonium was generated. These are reasons why nuclear energy should not be used. But if you want to learn more about the positives of nuclear energy, click on Nuclear Energy Pros. If you've already done this, click on the link leading to the history of nuclear energy to learn about atomic power's progress. If not, you can go to the closing to finish things off. Nuclear energy is a highly controversial thing. There are many positives as well as many negatives. The world has seen through much history regarding nuclear energy. The technology continues to evolve and change. We thank you for going through this adventure with us, but this is where we must end. If you missed any information or would like to repeat this journey, click on the link titled Nuclear Energy to go back to the first video.